Dobry wieczór, my towarzysze, dobro pożalować, всем привет. Good evening, comrades. Welcome and hello to all. Comrades, I did say that I would make a follow-up on the why we're at where we're at sort of series of videos that I was making. I've had things going on in the meantime, but I said certain things have transpired in the interim where now I'm compelled to come on and want to basically I'd love to beat the snot out of some of these Nazis, but obviously I can't even say that name out loud. But guys, okay, so I think people are aware that one of the Klitsch brothers, the Vladimir Klitschko, was sounding off about Joe Rogan. Now he's a Putin mouthpiece or a Putin propagandist, Putin apologist. Okay, guys, I'm a big Vladimir Putin fan. I regard the guy as the greatest statesman on the planet, one of the greatest patriots that's out there. You can't compare one person to the next in regards to patriotism, because certain people are able to make greater contributions than others. It's just given their position in life, the lottery of birth, etc., etc. So certain people can climb certain ladders. Certain people can't. Some people can't get onto them ladders, even onto the lowest rungs of those ladders. So there's a hierarchy in every country. So you can't say that I'm more of a patriot than you are. And then there's blind patriotism anyway, when you wrap yourself in the flag but you actually denigrate the name of your country, which a lot of people do. Namely, in my country, Leo Varadkar, Simon Harris, Micheál Martin, the list is endless. So getting on to this ultra-nationalists, how he was allowed onto a podcast anyway to spout this nonsense about, like, the way these guys try to come across as if even they speak so pure and so the English is better than our English. They're just not very articulate, and they try to make out that you're dumb if you don't get on their side. This Klitschko, okay, number one, he is not the mayor of Kiev. The mayor of Kiev is Vitaly Klitschko. Vitaly Klitschko is the one that was talked about in the Newland phone calls as regards going into the government, being the possible next president in 2014. And now the reason Vladimir wasn't talked about in the same vein is because Vladimir Klitschko was still actively fighting at the time. That's if you want to call him a fighter. He's a steroid freak, hides behind a jab, move, smother, move away, foul. That's the kind of fighters that the Klitschko brothers were. Vitaly had a little bit more boxing brains, but not a whole lot more. Anyway, I'm not here to decimate their boxing records. I'm here to decimate their records as human beings, because they don't have any sense of humanity in them. These guys are connected with right sector, with Svoboda, with ultranationalism, with Bandera ideology in Ukraine. Since the conflict started, these guys have been strutting around in khakis the same way, in military green attire, the same way that Zellboy has talking about going to the front at the start. They never did. We will join the fight. What's his name? Usyk. Alexander Usyk said the same thing. Never joined the fight. These guys, and you know, the thing about this is all of these pricks have taken out national citizenships in other countries so they can make getaways, the same way that Vladimir Zelensky has. Although Zelensky has, I believe he has multiple citizenships now. UK, Israel, the United States, various other countries that he can run into exile. But Klitschko's a coward. The guy has never joined the fight. He's talking about his country being, oh, you're Russophobic, a brave country. You're not brave. You're not fucking brave. You hid behind the United States thinking that somehow you were going to inflict a strategic defeat on Russia because you had the United States arming you. I urged everybody before to read the Rand Corporation's documents extending Russia competing from advantageous ground, where they specifically talked about using Ukraine as a proxy to inflict strategic defeat on Russia. Klitschko, have you read that, you fucking 6'5" fucking pile of shite moron, you fucking brain dead bastard, you Nazi corrupt, see you next Tuesday. I know you'll say that to your face in a locked room if need be. So what if I don't come out? All the better for that. I don't give a because you are a pile of, you're a coward. You haven't been to any front line. I will go to the front line before you fucking do. You fucking, yeah. Anyway, guys, so the Klitschko brothers, like I said, they've been strutting around. Vitaly was mentioned in a Newland phone call. I think Jeffrey Poya had aspirations of giving Vitaly Klitschko the presidential position. Newland overruled that. You can kind of hear that in the phone call when Newland mentions she thinks it would be it thinks it would be a mistake to put Klitschko in as the leader. And they said, we want to put Yats in as the leader and have Tannibuk and Klitsch on the outside, having constant correspondence with Yatsenuk, who was obviously their puppet. So, guys, I'm calling foul on Klitschko's call out of Joe Rogan. You weren't a sovereign. You weren't an independent state. You can't be an independent or a sovereign if you are ruled from if another country dictates your country's future. That's what's happening now. Other states are calling the shots about what happens in your country. You fucking monstrous pile of shite. You're a fucking scum. And you should be ashamed of yourself for having your fellow countrymen kidnapped off the street and fed into the meat grinder onto the front line. You dirty scumbag, subhuman, pond scum, pile of shite. And I don't care if I get onto my Retrovitz or whatever that your Ukrainian kill list is. Fuck you and your Ukrainian kill list. You and Mikhailo Podolyak and Kirill Budanov. You're all born in hell. Fucking right-wing, ultranationalist, Banderas piles of shite. Puppets for the State Department. Fuck you. Slava Rossiya, you cunts.